Happy Pesach. Tonight ushers in the seventh night of Passover, or commonly known as the seventh day and the eighth day, the culmination of Pesach. Passover 2020, many similarities and parallels to the original Exodus and the messages that we've gleaned and taken and spoken about for so many years. This year has a resonance with us in so many different ways. But Pesach isn't complete unless we really focus on the last days of Pesach, which is not a mere continuation of the first days of Pesach. In many ways, it's actually a quantum leap to a whole new level. Let's just focus in the next couple of moments on the idea of Pesach. Passover, we understand, is the idea of Exodus, the idea of going out of bondage, from servitude to freedom. But we recognize that freedom can be defined in so many different ways, and we have to enhance our understanding of what freedom is if we really can understand the festival of Passover. To begin with, we live in a land of the free. We are free people, and yet we have constraints. In life, we always have constraints. And constraints doesn't mean you're not free, but constraints actually mean that we're pushed in a certain direction. So what is freedom? Freedom is the ability to be who we are. Freedom is the ability to maximize who and what we are. Dare I use the word the mission? We're able to live out our mission. By the way, we were sitting at our seders. Hopefully you had some children. And if they didn't have them physically, you had them there in a different sort of manner. But we had ways to reflect about our lives, our achievements, where we're holding, and perhaps on a deeper level, are we on the pathway of our mission? You see, as human beings, we feel much better when we live our life consummate to what we call meaning. And when we deviate from meaning, we become challenged. It's actually not rewarding. Sometimes we run and feel that we can replace that feeling with physical accumulation, but I think that we all recognize that that doesn't buy happiness. And in fact, at this period of time, we've seen, regardless of how much money a person has, you can't take it with you, and you can't escape if, God forbid, you've been exposed to something as terrible as the coronavirus. So what is freedom? Freedom is the ability to be. As I mentioned in one of the other podcasts that I did, we say, in a land of the free and the home of the brave. You see, to have true freedom, you have to be brave. Passover, though, is about also looking inward. If we want real freedom, we have to have bravery. We have to be brave. Come the seventh day of Passover, and the next level is uncovered. For the Jews, in the story, in our history, as it unfolded, they came to an impassable obstacle. This is the Sea of Reeds. The Egyptians are not pursuit. And the body of water in front of them. What are they to do? Ultimately, there's only one thing to do. That's to continue moving forward. It's to recognize that God said, move forward, you move forward. But there's an obstacle. So there's an obstacle. You know what happens when there's an obstacle? If you barge through that obstacle actually disappears. Seventh day of Pesach message. If you're feeling constrained, just barrel forward. Not in the old way that you would like to put on your shoes in the morning or your sneakers and walk out and run to the gym and go through your routine. That's routine. But freedom is being who we can be in all circumstances. But that's not the entire message. Because day 8 of Pesach really drives that home. Day 8 is known as the day of Mashiach. That the revelation and some spiritual energies of Mashiach shine into our lives and into this world. Now, of course, Mashiach, Messiah, utopia, perfection, are all ideas that you probably heard about, maybe you've thought about, maybe you yearn for the coming of Mashiach. Fundamental principle of Judaism. I await his coming every single moment, and even if he tarries, I await him every single day that he should come. That's the way it's brought down in the fundamental of belief as quoted by Maimonides. But what does it mean? What is Mashiach? Indeed, in addition to think of this world as utopia where there's no more war, where there's no more sickness, where there's no more plagues, and where there's no more viruses, pandemics, Mashiach is the ultimate purpose of the creation of this world. You see, the world was created with a purpose, and each and every one of us have a purpose within this world. So let's just supplant the word Mashiach for a second with the word mission. Mission. Each and every one of us have a mission. Our souls come down into this world for the amount of time that they come to this world in order to achieve the things they need to achieve. You don't need to be a rabbi, nor do you need to be holy. You just need to live your life with integrity and with recognition of purpose and recognition that focus needs to go into those areas that you can uniquely contribute to in your unique talents, your resources, and your unique positioning in wherever you may be. That is mission. You have your mission, I have my mission, we all have a mission. And when we're able to live out our mission, then we usher in the time of Mashiach. At a time like this, when it's difficult because our routines are disrupted and we yearn just to go back to normal, it's important for us to finish this holiday with the recognition there's no such thing as normal. This is normal. Normal is what is put into our laps. And we have the ability to do everything that needs to be done in order to continue our mission. Perhaps the backdrop has changed. Perhaps certain props, perhaps some of our focus have been forced to change. Perhaps we're creatures of habit, and that is difficult. But that's fine. That's the way we're being created. What we need to do is we need to go beyond it, to transcend. Enter day 7 and day 8 of Pesach. That's exactly the message, and that's exactly what our mission is over the 48 hours that will be ushered in tonight, Tuesday night, for the culmination of the festival on Wednesday and Thursday. We do usher in the holiday with the lighting of the candles, and we do lighting of the candles tomorrow night. It's also customary to have a festive meal both tonight, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. And please reference the email for all the times that are pertinent. And of course, yes, there is a time that we do go back to chametz. And yes, we can go back to pizza and pasta, which you probably are missing. And that's fine too. As long as it helps us in our mission, that we know that all the obstacles in front of us will split. Good Yom Tov. Happy Pesach. And I look forward to seeing you personally soon.